Let's talk about some stress disorders. There are some disorders that generates in a human body due to prolonged stress factors. These disorders, if not taken care on time, may cause serious threat to a student. Number 1, depression. Clinical depression is marked by chemical imbalances that can be triggered by stressful life events. Floods of stress hormones can make people more susceptible to being depressed. That is why I encourage people to seek professional help if they are unable to control stress levels, as they might suffer from clinical depression. Number 2, general anxiety disorder. This is just one of many anxiety disorders that can develop due to chronic stress, according to the research. This ailment is characterized by visible physical symptoms such as muscle tension and shaking. Number 3, sleep disorders. Sleep problems and anxiety issues appear to be intertwined. The Anxiety and Depression Association of America explains that sleep disorders can cause anxiety disorders and vice versa. Number 4, substance abuse. Some students turn to alcohol or drugs to deal with their stress. Unfortunately, these dangerous coping mechanisms can lead to substance addiction and abuse. A 2018 study conducted by the National Institute on Drug Abuse found that 28% of college students engage in binge drinking when overstressed. And number 5, chronic muscle pain. Students might discover that their chronic neck aches, back aches, stomach aches, or headaches are symptoms of stress. The National Institute of Health recommends yoga and meditation to relax your body and release muscular tension. I have a detailed module on yoga and you can follow that. Let's talk about causes of stress in students. Students all respond to stressors in different ways, and not all learners find the same situations stressful. However, some situations are almost always stressful. Let's see what are the common stressors for college learners are. Number 1, finances. Students often work while attending college to keep up with high tuition and housing costs. However, many student jobs only pay entry-level wages. If you are struggling economically, speak to your financial aid office to see if you qualify for grants, loans, or any work-study program. Number 2, new levels of independence. On top of classes or exams and meeting new people, students also have to deal with growing up. Out-of-state students may be living away from their home for the first time in their lives, which can easily become a source of constant stress. Number 3, living among strangers. Students new to campus life often feel isolated, especially if they are adapting to an unfamiliar city or state. Some students are naturally shy and have difficulties making new friends. Number 4, living with roommates. Many students may not be accustomed to sharing a room with someone else, especially if their roommate is someone they hardly know. This situation can compound the normal stress of college life. Number 5, coursework and exams. Students are often overwhelmed by the increased workload associated with college courses. This realization can blindside students and create a lot of stress and academic anxiety. In many college courses, exams make up a large percentage of a student's grade, which can make finals week even more stressful than normal. Number 6, family turmoil or loss back home. Research reveals that the death of a loved one is the second highest cause of stress amongst students. A death in the family can be extremely traumatic for students, especially if they live far from home and cannot afford to step away from their classes. Number 7. Work schedules. A survey conducted by Citibank and 17 magazine revealed that 4 out of 5 students work while attending college, with the average student spending 19 hours each week at work. Many students try to find a job that can accommodate the scheduling concerns associated with full-time college studies. Number 8. Social obligations. On top of trying to be a good student, college places a lot of pressure on individuals to make new friends, seek out new experiences, and have a lot of fun. Peer pressure and societal expectations can prove stressful for new learners. And number 9, romantic relationships. Romantic relationships take work. When you and your significant other both experience the stresses of college life, the pressure can seem even greater. Let's talk about factors of academic pressure. There are different factors for academic pressure for both school and college students, such as pressure from parents, pressure from faculty, and pressure from students. And let's see in details one by one. Pressure from parents. Number 1. Peer pressure from neighbors and relations. People around parents ask questions about the marks of children and comparing their kids' performance. Relations always weigh their status by the kids' education status. It gives big pressure on them. Number 2. Financial issues. Financial issues of their own and demands from institutions bring pressure on their minds. Comparing the studies and marks of the children with their educational expenses. Number 3. Non-listening children. Children, teenagers, not ready to listen advices from parents. This brings pressure to parents and blackmail the kids by saying, "I will not buy this for you. You will be in big trouble. I will commit suicide. We will throw you out from house." And number 4, over expectation and job. Parents getting their own pressure by expecting more from their children. They want their children to be at the top of the academic ladder always. Job fear and employment risk also bring pressure into their minds. They are constantly thinking about kids' future and job. Second type of factor of academic pressure is pressure from faculty. Number 1, result-oriented expectation from institution. Institutions expect marks and 100% pass results from every subject. Institution put faculty under pressure for not bringing all students in same level, which is impossible. Comparing other faculties with one and playing the shame and blame game. Number 2, updating subjects. Every year, subjects getting updated and students and institutions expecting the same from faculties. Time to update is lesser and basic of the subject is said to be enough. Procrastination and laziness makes them outdated. Number 3, student mindset and their behavior. Students often do not hear advice from faculties. Classroom become a place of teasing teachers. Students take advantage of free-minded faculties and make them cool by their behavior but does not give result. Students never understand the purpose of teaching. And number 4, overload of works other than teaching. Teachers or faculties not only teach students, they are also given other works too. Institutions give some other responsibilities and it affects their classroom behavior. Strikes, sudden leaves, indefinite closures, bring them pressure of completing the syllabus in given time. Family issues also affects them. And third type of factors of academic pressure is pressure from students. Number 1, procrastination. Students always have their attitude and creating their own pressure upon that. All kind of procrastinations give them relief for some time and get pressure at 11th hour. Students actually think that any subject is very easy and then can manage to complete it in a day. Number 2, subject knowledge and interest. Usually students are not ready to learn. They just want to get marks and understanding the subject is difficult to them. No concentration in the classroom and sudden questions coming from faculty gives them pressure. Fear of tests and examination. Lack of interest in field. Number 3, family and friends issue. Problem in personal life bring pressure. Family issues, father's job, mother's illness, financial situation of the family are the major reasons. Misunderstanding between friends or loved ones make issues. Expectations from family gives them pressure. And number 4, distractions. In this generation, lot of distractions engage students. Lack of sleep also occurs. TV, game, mobile usage, SMS, movies, outing are major distractions to kill them. Entertainment take more time out of their routine and then they don't have enough time to study and they fall under pressure. They think of exams when taking rest and this adds to their stress. I will talk about other details of stress and students in my next module.